What up? Fable here. And it's early in Arizona. So I guess I'm in my morning attire. I'm usually dressed up for y'all, but welcome to reality. When people wake up, they kind of look like this. Maybe. Or maybe not. It depends on the person and circumstance. But this is not that. This is not that. What this is a recap of Father's Day for a black father and his reality. I'm not picking on nobody. I'm not upset. I had a good day. But let's just be honest about how it went. All right, so the day before Father's Day, maybe a couple days before, my oldest son called me and said, "Hey, Pops, what's your plans for Father's Day?" And I said, "Nothing really. I'm probably working." Because I do independent hustle, so that requires me to grind pretty much 30 days a month. Some days, if it's 31 days in a month, I might go a half day. But I tend to regret it. Anyway, so I had a couple days, few days, what have you, to contemplate where I wanted to go eat. So I said, let's try something new. And I told him this place called Carlsbad Tavern. It's in Scottsdale, Arizona. It's a Mexican place, I guess. The theme is like a cave. So they got pictures of bats. All you Gotham fans would appreciate it. So boom. I was excited about that. Father's Day come. And I wake up early. Actually, I worked. I told you. And on my endeavors, I get a text from my daughter-in-law. Happy Father's Day. So she was the first person I heard from. She's not one of my children. I have 5 children. But she's my daughter-in-law, so obviously she's married to my son. So I equate her text to his text. Plus, he called me before Father's Day to set up a rendezvous, a date, if you will. So, I already considered him as like a pretense or something. They already contacted me for Father's Day. So that's what it was. First text from my daughter-in-law. Tick, 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 tick. I finished working. I think I worked 5 to 6 hours that day. I'm not sure. It's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I want to say 5 to 6 hours. I'm not sure. My oldest daughter, she's out of town. She's actually in grad school, I want to say, in the city of Boston, which I don't like that city. They are really racist. You can feel it in the air. People tell me otherwise, but I was there, so you can't tell me what I felt. As a black man, there's no hiding what the fuck I am. Anyway, she calls me, and we get into this long dialogue. I noticed with her that I always enjoy the conversations. Very intellectual, so she has her own view of things that I find intriguing. Enjoyed the phone call. check mark. 1 out of 5. Now, my middle son and I, we have a long history of turmoil. All probably surrounding the fact that I reacted wrong. Or I reacted the wrong way to a situation, let's just say. So, the relationship has always been weird. But in commemoration of him, I wore a pair of socks he bought for me a while ago on Father's Day, because I knew I wouldn't hear from him. It's nothing personal. He's got his own concerns, and, you know, I appreciate just when he's doing well for himself. Yeah. So, check mark 2, because I guess he was check mark 1. I just knew I wouldn't hear from him. Tick, tick, tick. Day goes on. I hear from my second daughter. Another conversation. She's in between jobs right now, and I knew her money was short. Although she does tend to spend money on her peer group, but that's just the mind frame she's in right now. It was great talking to her. Wasn't as in-depth of a conversation. I felt like she was multitasking. But that's fine. I still heard from her, so check mark 3. Boom. Yeah. 3 kids. Okay. I told her, by the way, as she stays with her younger brother, who just turned 18, my youngest son, who does come to see me, even though the court order is finished. He still spends a week with me. Humble young man, and love having him. And I guess a part of him likes being with both his parents. You know, what can you say about that? Guess both parents would appreciate it. I can't speak for parent 2, but this parent appreciates him. Either way. Still, I hadn't heard from him for Father's Day. I did spend a week with him prior to Father's Day. With a lot of different interactions. Went to the gym and all kind of different things, you know, so. But it's Father's Day, so, you know, fathers feel a certain type of way, too. We're not women, so our emotions aren't boom, in the forefront, right? But you still, I still feel I did a good job parenting them. I mean, I raised them, but it's not easy. It takes a lot out of you. A lot of commitment and responsibilities. I'm not a wealthy parent, and it's something I don't apologize for. I'm an intelligent parent, wise parent, motivating parent. But whatever that legacy's done, I guess, you know, officially I'm not duty to raise anymore because they're all adults. So you just have to learn as a parent to respect the privacy of the said young person. So I told her sister, hey, if you hear from your brother, let him know it's Father's Day. Well, ironically, right after that phone call, he calls me. So I said, guess you talked to your sister. Oh, no. I was just asleep all day as I was playing video games all night, which he does. I'm sure many of his peer groups do. He's 18. I'm more concerned with the 38-year-old that does that. Yeah, but whatever you fancy. So he said, I meant to come over and spend some time with you, but I didn't wake up. And I said, let me guess, you got to go to work today. He said, I do. I work the later shift. I said, well, it was good hearing from you. Check mark. Maybe half a check mark. I'll explain in a minute. So, I'm getting ready. I'm getting dressed. I got what? A big wardrobe of dress clothes. And so it spills over. I have like hangers in my apartment. I also heard from my aunt, my maternal aunt. I don't have a paternal aunt, because my father didn't have any siblings. But I have a maternal aunt. And so she texts me, Happy Father's Day. I replied, thanks. This was early in the day, so she was probably the second person to communicate with me. It was my daughter-in-law, and then my daughter-in-law hit me early. She probably was going to work or something. So, as I'm getting dressed, fast forward back into the time frame that I was at. Sorry for the mishap. But my mother texts me, Happy Father's Day. Well, so I don't really speak with my mother currently. I'm not going to get into that. But while I was on the phone with my daughter, I asked her, my second daughter, what do you think about the fact that she texted me? So she said, well, you could always reply to a text if you don't want to say anything by pressing on it and doing a thumbs up. So that's what I did. I thought it was still communication. I think you see that, right? It would say, Faber White likes your text or whatever. All right, as I'm getting dressed, I hear the door open. I think about, should I get my pistol? But then I realize, whoever it is has a key, so what are you talking about? I never made a move. It was just a thought. Why? Because there were shootings on my block earlier. So, it's just always something to think about in East Phoenix. But it was my son, and he was bearing gifts, chocolate. Because him and I share the kind of similarities in our taste of chocolate. I mean, he runs the gambit when it comes to sweets. And the kid doesn't, to my knowledge, get high or drink, so he just has a sweet tooth. And he's thin as a toothpick, so a fit toothpick, but he's still thin. Someone like me starts indulging in a lot of that behavior, I blow it up. I get big. I'm big because I work out, but I get big in the belly, too. So, and then thicker than I want to be that way. Anyway, I appreciate him doing that. He was rushing to go to work. Said, I gotta go, kiddo. Wish I could have spent more time with you, but I'm sure I'll see you soon. Took off. My oldest son was waiting in the parking lot. Unfortunately, I was a little tardy because my youngest son came over. Boom, we go into the restaurant. This white man kept staring back. My son is considerably fair-skinned. His wife is even fairer-skinned. And then it's me. What, brown? Yeah. So, the white man kept staring. I wanted to punch him in the face. But my oldest son said, just ignore him. So I did. I don't think they enjoyed the food. My daughter-in-law was sick from a medical condition. And so I don't think they enjoyed themselves as much. Me, I was anticipating these blue corn enchiladas. And I must say, the food at that place was a top notch. But that doesn't ruin my experience. It was the highlight of my day, and I'm grateful for it. And I'm grateful for everything I just told you about. I'm also grateful for the blue socks I was wearing. They were very comfortable. As I changed, I didn't keep those on. Maybe I should have. Yeah, that would have been. I should have kept those on. I didn't think about that. but I didn't. Either way, I enjoyed my day. But I just wanted to paint the reality to you. For a black father on Father's Day, I think I'll advance past where my father was, because suffice to say, since he had 4 kids, I want to say, towards the end of his days, 3 of the 4 kids didn't speak to him. My sister loved him, I believe. So I went a little further than that. See, that's the progression of a black father, at least in my eyes. Happy Father's Day, people. I'm a day late recording this because, like I said, I woke up early the next day. But who cares? Father's Day is continual, as there's many active fathers in their kids' lives, black fathers included. How do I know? Well, I also did Child Protective Services for 8 years. Yeah, I'm educated, you idiots. But that said, I had a lot of single black fathers. I, too, was a single black father. It's not like their mother wasn't involved in their lives. We just parented separately from separate households. So by default, that makes me a single black parent. I did get my children. It was 1 week on, 1 week off. So I had the same time that she did. Holidays, this and that, they split it amicably. Maybe, I don't really want to get into that right now, but happy Father's Day. That's what I wanted to say. It's June, and I wanted to shoot this video out. Yeah. We'll get back to we'll do whatever we want because it's snail piss. Things are hitting me up. I might not like that part of the video. We'll see. Happy Father's Day, people.